Brother Francis. More than 700 years ago, in a country that is far beyond the sea, a man was walking toward a town called Gubbio, and as he went along the dusty road, his voice filled the air with singing. Brother Francis would often sing as he walked from town to town, bringing help and comfort to those who needed him. He sang of the sun which warmed him, and of the rushing waters of the streams that cooled his tired feet. He sang of the birds and animals which he loved because God had made them even as he had made man. But on this day, as Brother Francis drew near to the little city of Gubbio, he stopped his singing. Where were the men who should be faithfully watching their sheep on the blossom-covered hillsides? Where were the merry children who usually came running to meet him? Brother Francis quickened his step and hurried toward the gates of the city. When he reached them, he found they were closed. He knocked, and the gates were quickly opened. But as soon as he had stepped aside, they were quickly closed again behind him. With trembling voices, the people of Gubbio told Brother Francis of their terrible fear. A great wolf had appeared in their neighborhood. He would wander the countryside day and night, killing the sheep and the goats and attacking men whenever he met them. And children could no longer run and play on the flowered hillsides. Even the bravest of the men were afraid to go out to guard their sheep and reap the wheat in their fields, for the wolf was as strong as 3 hunters. Brother Francis listened to their dreadful tales. He understood their fear, but he himself was not afraid, for the same God who had made him had made the wolf, and Francis believed in his heart that every creature God had made was his brother or his sister. To the great surprise and fright of the people of Gubbio, Brother Francis said that he would go out and find the wolf. The people begged him not to go, but Brother Francis told them to have no fear, and went forth at once from the city. Behind him came the bravest men of Gubbio. Though still frightened, they were a little quieted by the courage of this man, whose great faith was like a shield before him. Not far beyond the city gates, where a wood of tall oaks shadowed the road, the men saw the wolf and stopped. The beast was coming along with his great red mouth open, ready to spring upon Brother Francis. But Brother Francis walked steadily on. He went not as a soldier goes to do battle with an enemy, but as one might go out to meet a friend. As the unarmed man and the wild beast neared each other, Francis called out cheerfully, "Come here, Brother Wolf. I appeal to you in the name of God to do no harm to me or to any of these men." And then with great wonder the men saw that the terrible wolf stopped running, and that the awful mouth closed. And presently the big creature came softly up to Brother Francis, and quiet as a lamb lay down at his feet. Francis began to speak to him gently, as one man might reason with another. "Brother Wolf, you have been doing much harm throughout the countryside, hurting and killing God's creatures, both men and animals. I know that it is from your hunger, and only from your hunger, that you do these bad things. But the people do not understand this. In their fear they cry out against you, and every man is your enemy." The wolf lay still, resting his head on his paw. "I wish," Brother Francis went on, "to make peace between you and the people of Gubbio. If you will promise to do no more harm to man or beast, I will promise you this. You will never be hungry again. There will be no more reason for you to kill your fellow creatures. Will you promise me then, Brother Wolf, that you will do no more harm from this time forth?" The wolf, who seemed to have been listening carefully, nodded his great head. Then Francis added, "Now, Brother Wolf, I want you to make me so sure of your promise that I cannot doubt it." The man held out his hand, and the beast lifted his big paw and laid it gently on the hand of Brother Francis. It was as if he wanted to say, "Here is my hand. I will keep my part of the promise." "And now," said Francis, "come with me, Brother Wolf, and do not be afraid." Then he turned toward the city, and the wolf walked beside him like a pet lamb. The brave men of Gubbio followed in wonder. Once within the city, all of the people, young and old, crowded about to see Brother Francis and the wolf. "It is a miracle," they whispered. Francis stood in the marketplace with the wolf at his side. His voice rang out across the silence of the wondering crowd. "Listen, my friends," said Francis. "Brother Wolf, who is here before you, has promised never to hurt you again. It is only because of hunger that he has done you harm. If you in your turn will promise never to let him go hungry again, he will have no reason to break his promise." And all of the people, as if one voice, promised to feed Brother Wolf and do him no harm. They shouted for joy that God had sent unto them so good a man to save them and bring peace to their city again. From this day on, Brother Wolf lived in Gubbio. He went about from door to door, even entering the houses without doing any harm. Neither was he harmed by anyone, but was well fed, kindly treated, and not a dog dared to bark at him. The sight of the big wolf walking so peacefully through their streets came to be a happy sight to the eyes of the people. It helped them to remember always the great goodness of Brother Francis, the man who loved every creature that God had made.